Welcome to Zorgani Academy, Learning Management System, Lesson 6, Tutor LMS Options, by Daryl Wilson.
Talk about the actual Tutor LMS plugin and how to use it. Pretty simple, right? After you guys mess around with this builder for just like an hour, you guys will get the hang of it. It's really simple, you know, like just mess around with stuff and you'll get the hang of it. So now that you guys know how to manage your website, add pages, and adjust the menu, now let's go ahead and install the free plugin, which we are now going to use to create courses. So this is a free plugin, right? There is a pro version to this plugin. However, you can still make an online course website with this free plugin. So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through on how to use it. You guys ready? Let's get started. All right, so let me go ahead and walk you guys through on how to use this plugin. So first, let's go ahead and go to our dashboard. Now, in case you guys did not install the Tutor Starter theme, let me quickly show you guys where you can install the Tutor LMS plugin. You'll go down over here to Plugins and click on Add New. And under the search plugins, you'll type in LMS. And this is the plugin that you're going to need to install. It is called Tutor LMS, e-learning and online course solution. So make sure you install this and also make sure you activate it. Also, you'll want to make sure that you have the Tutor LMS Elementor add-ons installed as well. You guys can actually find this right here. It is called the Tutor LMS Elementor add-ons. So also make sure to install this and activate it as well. If you cannot find it, just simply go over here and type in Tutor LMS. And it should pop up on like the top 3 or something like that. There it is. Yeah, so there it is. So these are the 2 that you need to install. You'll also need to make sure that you install the WooCommerce plugin. Over here, we're gonna go type in WooCommerce. This essentially allows you to accept payment gateways and start accepting credit cards and stuff like that on your website using WooCommerce. So make sure you also have the WooCommerce plugin installed and then go ahead and activate the WooCommerce plugin. Once you're done, you guys are ready to go. Let's click on Dashboard here. And then we'll go over here to Tutor LMS and then just click on Tutor LMS. This is actually gonna pull up all of the options right here. On the right side, you can see our courses, right? So these are the courses that we have created. This is the author, the course categories, the students, the price, and also if it's published or not. You can always make these courses private. Maybe you need to edit something by going over here and clicking on privates. Or what you guys can do is you can completely delete the course if you wanna do that. So for example, this nutrition, build your diet plan, I'll go ahead and click on these little 3 dots and I'll just delete the class permanently. So I'll go ahead and click on yes, I'm sure. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna delete all the courses that this plugin has created, and I'm only gonna have 1 course. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of these courses really quick. All right, so I went ahead and I deleted all my courses just because it was a lot of info and I want things a little bit more structured and cleaner, right? But before we make our course, let's just go ahead and keep going through these settings. So next we have categories, right? And here you can add categories for your courses. For example, we have health and fitness, we have marketing, we have design, business. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna type in web design, right? So essentially I'm just saying I'm creating a web design, a course or something like that. And right here we have the image. So you would want to select an image that represents the actual category of web design. I'll just go ahead and grab, I don't know what we got right here. All right, we'll just grab in this this radio, whatever. We'll just use that, you know. So web design, we're using the radio, okay? And I'll click on add a new category. This is actually important because if you decide to show courses based off category, the image will display to help users understand about the category itself. Here we have tags, right? Now tags are essentially just faster ways on ways the students can find the courses. If they click on a specific tag and the course has that specific tag, it will display in the results. So I'll just type in web design and click on add a new tag. All right, so now we have the web design tag. Here we actually have students. Now let's first go ahead and go over here to my other website. And on this demo website, we do have some students, right? So we have the first name, the last name, their email address, their registration dates, the course taken, and also details. You guys can always go ahead and delete students, or you can update their info by going to details and updating their info there, just in case they might have entered something wrong, like their name. Believe it or not, guys, I've entered my name wrong a few times in college, and that's just, you know, that's college problems, you know? Here we have announcements, and I'll click on add a new announcement. Now let's say, for example, you have a specific course that you want to create an announcement for, right? So this will be for like the financial analyst course. This will be like, don't forget quiz tonight. And then, you know, there is a quiz or something like that. So the students that are enrolled in this course will see this announcement when they are taking the course. And then I'll click on publish. And there is the announcements, okay? And under the details section, you guys can always update this announcements at any time that you choose. All right, let's go back over here. Now we have questions and answers. If there are questions and answers, all the questions and answers will display right here. Quiz attempts. So whenever a student attempts a course, they will display right here. Let me give you guys a quick little example of what this will look like. Here we go. So we have the quiz info, the course, and then we have the questions and also, did they fail? And we get more details. Here is the name of the actual student as well. So you guys can adjust the grades or adjust it as necessary. All right. Here is add-ons, but we'll be talking more about this a little bit later in the video, not now. So don't worry. Don't worry. We're not going to do any of that stuff now. So here we have tools, right? And with tools, this is just this is just the server settings. And this is good just because if there is some sort of problem, a lot of this is due to like maybe server settings and you guys might need to adjust it. So if you guys do submit a ticket to Tutor LMS, they might ask for your server settings where you can view all of it right here. Import and export. This is where you guys can import and export your settings, right? So once you guys make the courses and the categories and everything, you guys can export that and then import it to a new website. All right, pretty cool. And here are the tutor pages. So here are the actual pages, right? So for example, if I click on the student registration page, and then let's go ahead and preview this really quick. It will just display the actual student registration page. But since we are already logged in, this is what's actually going to show students when they're logged in, right? So you just need to log out and it would show you the actual registration form, okay? So these are just the pages that were propagated automatically when you install the Tutor LMS plugin. Here we have the setup wizard, and why not? We'll just do this for fun. We don't have to, but they made the setup wizard for us. So let's just do it. Just like Nike says, let's just do it. Here, let's click on Let's Start. So this is a setup wizard, and it's essentially just trying to kind of adjust the settings based off what you answer here. So who are you making this for? Are you making this for yourself or for a marketplace? I'll just say for myself for now. No, I'll do marketplace. Why not? Let's change it up. All right, instructor profile. This allows instructor profiles to showcase awards and completed courses. Sure, why not? Student profile allows users to have a student profile to showcase their awards and completed lessons. All right, why not? Who cares? And this is the permalink, right? So this is where the lesson would actually be displayed. Here I'll click on next. Here we have courses. Let the students know the instructor, displays their credentials, experience, and more. So this is the instructor bio, okay? Next, you have the questions and answers. So this allows question and answers for each course. Here you have courses per row, which is where the courses will be displayed, like how many courses will be displayed in a specific row. And then here you have the courses per page, right? Let's just click on next. Here you have new sign up. Choose between open and closed instructor sign up. If you're creating a course marketplace, instructors should be open, right? So if you are inviting other instructors to teach, then you might want to turn that on, obviously. However, if you are a single school that you don't want anyone to register and it's you only, then you want to make sure to turn that off, okay? Earning for instructors. So do you want to have other instructors to make money? Sure, why not? Now, this is only for if you want to have a multi-vendor marketplace where people are registering and they sell courses on your websites and you are selling those, they are selling those courses. If you want to have a course website where it's only you, then you would have to make sure those are disabled. Okay? Are we green? Are we cool? All right, cool. Here I'll click on next. And then we have payments. So first we have guest checkout, allows users to buy and consume content without logging in. Now I would not recommend this because if you turn this on and a user buys something and they want a refund, it's gonna be hard to prove that it was them, right? Because there's no email, there's no name, there's nothing that provides that it was that person. So I would not have that checked because if you are selling courses, you do need to have some information on that student just in case they want a refund. Here's the commission rate. So if users decide to sell courses on your websites, well, how much money do you want as a website owner? Saying, you know what, I want, how much should we take? 25%, all right? So we get 25% and they get 75% of the fee. All right, makes sense. And the withdrawal method, we have bank transfer, e-check, and PayPal. Now this is your own thing, right? So you would have to go ahead and pay the instructors on your own. So this would just strictly be up to you, but I'll just select PayPal. And then I'll click on Finish Setup. All right, now it's like, oh, congratulations, you are finished, but not really, guys. So next, let's just click on Explore Add-ons, and let me keep going and talking about the other the tools right here. So we finished the tool area, right? So we went through all the tool settings. Now let's go ahead and click on Settings right here and talk about these options, right? Now these options are a little bit more important, and I do want you guys to select specific options, and that will enable some options to display when we are creating a course. These obviously, it really depends on what website you want, like a marketplace and stuff like that. But here we go. So we have the dashboard page. This is the page of your actual dashboard for your students. Enable marketplace, pagination. Now here we have instructors. So allow instructors to publish courses, which we already set. And then we have the Become an Instructor button, and this is displayed in the student dashboard, okay? So if you decide to have people sell courses, you can have the Become an Instructor button in the student dashboard. But if you're running a solo website, I would not have that on, okay? Let's click on course. Now these are some really important options, right? Now what we're first gonna do is here we have the auto redirect to courses. I want you guys to check this box and also this box. What this does is it actually makes it so when users purchase courses, they are redirected back to the enrolled course, right? I don't want them to go to other parts of the website. I just want them to go to the course that they paid for. That makes a lot more sense, right? And then here we have autocomplete WooCommerce virtual orders. When a user's WooCommerce order is complete, they'll be enrolled to the corresponding courses. So that means if they buy the course, they will be auto-enrolled to that specific course. Makes sense, right? Here you have the course completion setting. We have flexible and also strict. So students can complete courses anytime in the flexible mode, which I do like. However, there's also strict, which students have to complete and pass all the lessons and quizzes to mark a course as complete. So that means if the student fails, they cannot mark the course as complete because they failed the course. So let's just take this as flexible. Do you want students to retake the course? Well, if you do, have that checked. If not, disable it. Now, these are some options that really don't matter too much, like automatically load to the next course content if they finish, and enable lesson comment. So you can have students post comments on lessons. That's really up to you. You know, I don't know if we need to have students commenting on our lessons. Again, I would leave these off personally. Here we have quiz, right? Now, if you guys do decide to have quizzes, this is where you're going to adjust the settings. Now, first we have the auto submit, which means the current quiz answers are submitted automatically, right? That makes a lot of sense. And next we have auto abandon, and this means that if you select a specific timer, the student must finish the quiz within that time frame. And that just depends on if you want to have timed quiz or not. But I'm gonna leave mine to auto submit for now. The quiz attempts allowed. So how many times can a student take a quiz? Well, I'm just gonna put like 2 for now, right? That's all I'm gonna put. Well, actually, I'll just put 1. I don't know. It's your guys' school. You know, you guys make the decision. And here you have the final grade calculation. Now, this really depends, right? So let's say, for example, the student does really good on one attempt and then bad on another. You're basically saying, we'll give you the highest grade. However, you can also say, no, we'll give you the average grade or the first attempt or the last attempt. I believe when I was going to college, I believe it was only the first attempt. So when we did have online schools, Cal State Northridge, it was basically the first attempt that you do, that's what you get. And that's your score, you know, so that's how it is. Now for preferred video source, we're gonna go ahead and select YouTube. This will enable us to add videos on our courses. This is a very important option. So once you guys are done with those, go ahead and click on Save Changes. Next, we have monetization. Now, right here, we have select e-commerce engine. You guys do need to select WooCommerce. This will allow us to sell courses, okay? And we'll walk you guys through on products and stuff like that. But for now, just make sure you select WooCommerce. Now, if you guys also do decide to have a revenue share with the actual instructor and the website, you need to turn that on. We actually set this on earlier, but it looks like it did not save. So if that ever happens to you guys, just do it again right here, right? So instructor takes 75%, and we get 25%, right? That makes sense. And here are just some additional fees. So you guys can, that's something for you guys to do on your own if you guys want to add fees to your actual courses. And then this is the withdrawal amount where users can withdraw. It looks like my options did not save. So I'm glad we actually went through this again. But I selected PayPal, and yeah, that's all set and ready to go. So once you guys actually select these options, go ahead and click on Save Changes. So next we have the design, right? And this is referring to the courses. Now, on your course list right here, you're going to see a list of your courses. Now, depending on how you want these to look, you would adjust the design of these here. So if you want to only have 2 courses per row or 3 courses, you would go ahead and select all the options for that right here. So next we have the instructor list layout, and this is essentially the layout you can give to your instructor when they click on the instructor inside of the course page. You also do have the instructor public profile. Let me give you guys a quick example. So I'll go ahead and save changes right here and select modern. I'll go over here and refresh the page. And this is an example, right? So if the student clicks on a course and they go to the actual instructor page and they click on the instructor, they will then see this specific layout. So this is what this is referring to. And if I change this to something like minimal and I go over here and I refresh the page, this is where all the settings will be reflected, okay? So it is the public profile of the actual instructor. And you can do the same thing right here for the student public profile layout. So for the students, if you choose to have profiles for them, you can display their profile in a specific way, or you can just make it private where people cannot see the actual student's profile. And for the course details, this is where you guys can enable or disable specific options, right? So let's go ahead and go back to our course page. So here we go. We have this wish list, this share. We also have reviews, right? We can go ahead and disable or enable those as we want. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the review, right? I don't want the review. I don't want the social share. I don't want questions and answers, and I don't want to see the duration, right? So I'll go ahead and save those changes, and I'll go back to my course, and I'll refresh the page. And once that's done, you guys can see the reviews disappeared, the share as well disappeared, and also some of the options on the course disappeared as well. All right, so let's keep going here. Now we have some colors as well. This is where you guys can pick a specific color scheme for your actual courses. You can make custom colors as well by picking like custom, and then you can go ahead and select the primary color, the text color, the background color, and so on and so forth. Here you do have a little bit more options if you want to get a little bit more creative. And then lastly, we have a video player. We can go ahead and use Tutor LMS's player for YouTube if you guys want to check that out. So let's go ahead and turn that one on and click on Save Changes. So now let's go ahead and jump into the last setting, which is the advanced options. Now there is one setting that I do want you guys to check that I think they should have had checked here by default, which is hiding course products on the shop page. I don't really want to present our website as a shop. I want users to, I want us to present it as an actual, like a course website, because if we have a shop page, users can actually see our shop. They can go ahead and look at it like it's some sort of random product website. I don't like that. So I want to hide course products on the shop page. I don't really want a shop page for this website because this is a course website. It's not really a shop website like Amazon or something like that. So I want to disable that. Now you guys do have these other options where you can take a look at stuff. One thing that's also common is the profile completion. This is if you want users to actually complete their profile. And this is optional, but I have seen a lot of users turn this on or off, just depending on if you want your students to upload a picture, upload a background and stuff like that, then you would have that checked. But if not, you can leave that unchecked. And once we're all done, we'll click on Save Changes. All right, so we have now completed all of these settings.